Alright, you guys have entered the soft puppet section of my Ventriloquist collection reviews. I've got a lot of them. They make great tax write-offs. Good thing they don't eat. Alright, so the first one I'm going to show you is a Marianne and Melissa Taylor creation. Mr. Wonderful plays a Rat Pack singer in my act. I used him as a politician originally in 2014, but it just wasn't funny. Thank you for the honesty, Mr. Wonderful. You're very welcome. Yes. Honesty's a good thing. Yes, honesty's a very good thing. Your dress stinks too. So anyways, he's in a tuxedo. When they make their puppets, they have fish line. Makes the arms go a little bit, makes them look a little more animated when you move the head. Mine, it doesn't work as good just because I put this rod here, black rod. My mentor and really good friend Bob Abdu gave me that pointer. So anyways, Mr. Wonderful here, great puppet. I love the material that Marianne and Melissa use as well when they do these. Feel a little bit of fading on his lip just because of his age. He's from 2014, so he's an older puppet. And also it's worth noting, when they do puppets, these are costumes they're wearing, not so much just outfits, so they're sewn on, they're meant to just be their outfit on stage. Now it's only fair that since I started with a Marianne Melissa Taylor puppet, I show you guys my other Marianne and Melissa Taylor puppet. Why don't you introduce yourself? Hello, I'm Johnny Cashless. So he's also made by Marianne and Melissa Taylor, Matt Puppets, MAT Puppets. He's really cool because he's got a guitar. I put this guitar on him. He didn't come with it. And he strums and he sings in my act. I hear the train a-comin'. It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in the suitcase Thursday, and time keeps dragging. I don't laugh, you're messing me up. Sorry, buddy. So that's Johnny Cashless. Very cool puppet. He's got to get his hair done a little bit. His hair gets pretty messy very, very quickly, but he looks pretty good. He's meant to look like kind of more of the 80s incarnation of Johnny Cash when he had the bigger nose and he started gaining some weight. That's the image I prefer, and it's more recognizable as being Johnny Cash. And that's his outfit, which is actually Elvis Presley's Jailhouse Rock outfit. And the years on here, 58, 69, are the 2 years that Johnny Cash performed at Folsom Prison. So that's a lesser known fact about this puppet. So that's Johnny Cashless by Marianne and Melissa Taylor. Now among Marianne and Melissa Taylor, they go to the Ventriloquist convention every year. They sell puppets out of the dealer room on their table. Great creations that they make. I'm a big fan of all of these guys, all of them. Another one I'm a big fan of, and I own 3 of their creations at the moment, Jet, TheDummyShoppe. So I have a Jet puppet right here. Jet is Julie, that's her initials, Julie, I think it's Elizabeth Tinkle. Anyways, I could be wrong. You said Tinkle, would you stop it? So this is Kenny. He goes by Bud now when I use him in adult shows, but he used to go by Kenny Toke. Kenny Toke, yes he can. So Kenny here has the mouth, big moving mouth, translates very nice on stage. Then he also has these bloodshot eyes, because you can tell he's been getting into the giggle grass. But anyways, he also has the wide eye and the blinking, close his eyes. And I do a gimmick where he falls asleep on stage. So I'm actually working on some rewriting. I'm thinking about making him a police officer that is in charge of the evidence room. So he also has these tattoos. One's a pot leaf, and then you got, what's on his other arm? Yeah, on this hand you got Fight the Man, and then you got, there it is, the peace sign. And he also has this arm rod built in. He used to play guitar on stage, so his hand is a floppy hand. But the effect never worked super good on stage. I might eventually revisit, but I'm actually working on a gimmick now since he has a magnet in his hand, the way they make these. I'm thinking about him actually having a bag of chips that he's just eating out of the entire time he's on stage, because you get the munchies. So that's Kenny. Bud. I'm not used to calling him Bud yet. How appropriate. My dog is sitting on camera here for you guys, and I happen to have a dog puppet, also made by Jet. Look at this cute little guy. So, this is Lyle. Lyle is my second most popular character after Lucky, so Lyle is one of my every single show kind of characters. He's got mouth only. Just cute little set of teeth, little doggy teethers in there. Because we call him teethers when you love dogs. And he's just this little character. He's really little, works very well for walk-arounds, all that. I like to grab the tail with my 2 fingers, and I make him wag his tail when he's on stage. Adorable puppet, and then he does a head shake when he's on stage. Because, you know, when dogs do that. But I'm going to trim up some of this fur right here when I get a chance. And look at, he's got glasses, too. You ever see a dog with glasses? So anyways, anyways, that's Lyle. And I'm the best character in the show. Now, I think you're a little full of yourself, Lyle. No, I'm full of your hand. Lyle, that was just tasteless. Actually, no, it wasn't. That's Ava, my real dog. She's a good girl. You know you have to move for the camera, baby. Alright. The first jet puppet I ever purchased, Ava's looking at him. Hi, Ava. Is Cockroach! So he's a very loud, noisy character in my act. Every ventriloquist tends to have like that more energetic, more hyper character, and that's me! So he's got mouth movement only, but it's all he needs on his face. He's got the head movement. I usually do dual arm rods with him. They're in a suitcase right now. I like my suitcase! So they would tie onto his wrists, and then I would work both of them at the same time. Dan Horn taught me how to do that at the ventriloquist convention. Take his course if he offers it. He's a very, very talented puppeteer ventriloquist. Just retired. He's got Nirvana. He's got AC/DC. The whole point to Cockroach is he's very loud. He's very unpredictable. You never know when he's gonna... You know Metallica's coming to town? Cockroach. Volume. Oh, sorry. Cockroach. You know you're missing your shirt. It's a hot summer day, Jeremy. And at least you're not dying in that shirt. I know. Where'd you get it anyways? It looks cool. Rock, rollin' soul. Yeah. See, Jeremy's basically me in real life. Off stage, maybe I have a couple rock and roll mannerisms. But anyways, guys, that's part 1 of the soft puppet collection. Stay tuned for more.